Today you are going to make an awesome little alien like this that actually has a puppet mouth. So if you open your project, you can see, open and close it, the mouth is going to move. I am so excited to begin. So make sure that you have a piece of paper, a marker, and something to color with. Let's begin. You are going to begin by having your paper landscape, not portrait. Remember, landscape is going left and right, not up and down. When you have your paper landscape, you are going to fold your paper in half, making sure that you line up those edges as perfect as you can get them. And then you are going to crease your paper. Please crease your paper as best as you can, running down that edge and re-flattening it until it is completely creased. From here, you are going to find the middle of your paper, and then you are going to put 2 fingers down. I'm going to put a little dot there because I am going to draw a line here. This is for our alien mouth, so we need a small mouth for an alien. But if you wanted to do a duck or something in the future, you could use 4 fingers and have a wider mouth. We only need 2-finger mouth. We need a small one. So we are going to go from the edge of our paper, the folded edge of our paper, and draw a line to that dot. Now, we are going to cut parallel to the top of the paper, or perpendicular to the top of the paper, not parallel. So perpendicular means straight up. So if I were to cut straight up, I would make a T. So I'm going to cut until that dot, and then I am going to stop. So you can see that I cut my paper and I stopped at my dot. I am now going to take my edges and begin shaking them out a little bit so they become bendable. And I am going to bend my paper and fold it so that I create what we call a right angle. This line is parallel, going in the same direction as the side of the paper. This line is parallel or going the same way as the top of the paper. So I'm going to fold it over. If I fold like this, that's way too much. I just need to correct it and make sure that it kind of creates a square if you look at it. So this shape is a square. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other side and making sure it's loose. And I'm going to fold it up so that this line is parallel to each other and the edge is parallel to the edge of the paper. If your paper rips right here, you can put a piece of tape and it will protect your paper. Just make sure that you are being careful when you are folding. So I'm going to crease that edge so it's folded well. Do an extra pressure on my folds so that I have a nice crease, and then I am going to let go. From here, you are going to unfold and we are going to flip our paper over. Again, our triangles are at the bottom. We are going to unfold this and fold it the other way. So I'm going to crease this with my thumbnail a little bit and push up and crease it the other way. Same thing on the other side, crease it the other way. So I folded my paper one way, I flipped it over, and I folded the other way. All right, from here you are going to unfold, and then you are going to carefully open up your paper, and I'm going to take one of my hands and put it below, or here on top, and I'm going to take my other hand and put it below the paper, and I'm going to slowly poke this bottom one out a little bit, and I'm going to pull it from here. I'm being very careful, and as I pull it, I can start folding my paper up and folding it over. You notice that this is folding right here. This is our little pop out. I'm going to fold it shut carefully, press it down, and unfold. I'm going to do the same thing with the top one. So we have our bottom mouth. Now we need to have our top mouth. So I'm poking that through. You can start to see it folding. And I'm going to close my paper again and open it back up. Now we have our puppet mouth, our pop-up. We are going to begin to draw our alien. I noticed that this is not quite in the middle. I think it's a little bit farther down. So I'm gonna flip my paper over so that I have the mouth towards the top. From here, I am going to take my permanent marker or my marker. If you want to do this with pencil first, you can do it with pencil first. But I'm going to begin by going in the center of this line, this diagonal line, and I'm going to draw a curved line up. These are going to be my eyes. So I'm going to do one curved line there, and I'm going to do the other curved line on the other side at the same distance. So right here again, and I'm going to curve my way up. So I'm going to pretend to draw it. And then I'm going to draw my line. And then from here, if I wanted to make duck eyes, these would be kind of fun duck eyes, but I want to make alien eyelids. So I'm going to connect and go out and make a teardrop type of eye for my aliens. So what I do on this side, on my right side, I have to do on my left side. So now I have the basic shapes of my alien eyes. From here, I am going to do a little reflection as if light was reflecting on the alien's eyes. In order to do that, I am going to draw a line upward through the eye on one side. So I go down and then curve around with the eye. And then I'm going to separate this reflection a little bit with a solid line. From here, we're going to fill in our eyes so that you can see what it looks like with the solid filled in eye and the reflection of the light. If you have a marker, go ahead and fill in your eyes. All right, now I want my alien to have eyelashes because why not? I think it's kind of cute with eyelashes. Maybe I have a girl alien. So I'm going to do some eyelashes on the eye. And then maybe a short little eyebrow on both sides. All right. I have my eyes. I have my eyelashes. You don't need eyelashes if you don't want, but you can have them. And I have my eyebrows. We are going to do the head. In order to plan the head, we need to make sure that we have enough space for the spaceship. So we're going to put our head right above the eyes. And then down below the diamond, we're going to put another dot. Now I'm going to practice drawing this line with my finger first because I want a curved line, and sometimes doing that curved line with our fingers helps us plan it out better. So from here, I'm going to curve around, and I'm going to meet that line. I was a little slightly off, but that's okay. And then I'm going to curve around doing the same type of line until I meet that dot again. So our brains are bigger, so that's why the top of our head is a little bit bigger, and our jaws are smaller, so the bottom of our heads are a little bit smaller. From here, we can do little, let's say antennas, because why not? I'm going to do some antennas over here. Perfect. I love the way it's looking so far. Now we are going to do a neck. So from the bottom of the jaw, we're going to do 2 lines, parallel lines downward. And we're going to connect this with a big curved line for the spaceship for our alien. So I'm going to draw kind of an imaginary line down from the side of the head and a little bit out and put a dot. Imaginary line down from the head, a little bit out, and draw a dot. From here, I'm going to curve a line around. And from here, I might draw my shoulders of my alien. I'm gonna fix my curve just slightly. All right. From here, I'm gonna draw the inside or the top of the spaceship, the glass part of the spaceship. So I'm going to go up and around and back down to have the inside of my spaceship. So now my alien is inside my spaceship. I'm going to draw 2 curved lines down and another curve going parallel to the last curve to create the bottom part of the spaceship. And now we're going to curve way out. So curve way out, curve way out. And now I'm going to start closing in that spaceship. It's okay if your lines go off the paper. It kind of creates this fun sense of space, as if the alien is coming at you. If I were to do this again, maybe I draw it just a tidbit smaller, but it's okay. And now from here, I'm going to draw lines down and around, down, kind of at an angle and around. So here's my basic alien spaceship. Now I'm missing some decorations, and I would love to have my alien have a little bit more to them. So I am going to at first add some decorations or details to my spaceship. I kind of want some lights, so I'm going to draw circles on top of my spaceship for the lights, and maybe some lights down here. And maybe I want this to look like it's glass, so I'm going to do some reflection lines, just straight lines in my glass, and maybe some curved lines here. This could be maybe some more lights going on. All right, I think I like my spaceship and my alien so far. So I'm gonna work on the space in the background. I'm gonna put a planet over here. And maybe we have another planet here. I'm gonna do a shape like this. It's gonna circle around, kind of like Saturn would have this ring around the planet. And then you'd see the bottom half here. I like that. Maybe a shooting star over here. And, ooh, I think it'd be fun to have a little spaceship back here. There's my little spaceship. Maybe I'll have a little alien inside. Way back there, my little alien. And then maybe another star up here. Maybe one over here. So you could fill in your background with whatever you want. More planets. 4 stars. Ooh. Until you are completely finished, and it's how you like it to be. All right, from here, I think it's time to color. So you can use whatever color materials you want. I use colored construction paper crayons for mine, but again, you can use colored pencils, you could use markers, you can use multiple medias, which we call mixed media. So maybe you want to use markers in some areas and crayons in some other areas. It's totally up to you. Have fun with this project. I can't wait to see it. Please make sure you send me a picture of your final work of art. Happy creating!